Hello and welcome to Prime News. Now look at the headlines. Won't admit blackmailers back in the Congress. Have no bitter feeling about Churchill. Special status possible. Mopa not necessary. Luizinho in head-on. GCA challenges SAG's jurisdiction over derecognition. Balu Phadke and advocate meet SAG director, ask for constitution and other document of SAG. E-auction monitoring committee in Goa to expedite e-auction of remaining iron ore will prepare compliance report of Supreme Court order. Pakistan will have to pay unaffordable price for Kashmir adventure, warns Arun Jaitley. PM Modi slams opponents for politicizing border issue. And government prepares bill to bring items sold online under tax bracket, sends it to Law Department for veto. Courier companies to be carriers of the additional tax. And now the news in detail. New GPCC President Luizinho cleared that he will not be in favor of inducting those blackmailing leaders who left Congress at opportunistic times. He, however, stated that he will try to bring all like-minded leaders together. He clearly said that he has no bitterness about Churchill. He feels Goa can still get special status, whereas Mopa is completely unnecessary and detrimental for Goa.
If somebody is playing this truant of blackmailing, I think such people should not have place in the party.
Allegation is खंयतरी तुमचे आनी मनोहर पर्रीकराचे सेटिंग जाला आणि त्या सेटिंगाचो गेम म्हणून this whole thing has happened.
No. Allegation is my appointment is done by so and so. So I think he must have talked to Mrs. Gandhi, and because finally appointment is by Mrs. Gandhi. So I don't know what is the substance and what is the this of allegation.
Very frank question in the end. Are you still bitter about Churchill?
Absolutely not.
You're not bitter about Churchill.
Honestly, every day when I contemplate in the evening, I thank all those who worked against me. If they had not to work against me, can you imagine what was my plight? And I feel very, very bad. And I feel all the senior leaders from the liberation onwards have really let down our people. Because the states which are there, all the 7 states who are enjoying special category status, today they are enjoying in terms of financially, in terms of their identity, in terms of their culture, in terms of their language, in terms of their tribal customs, usages, and here we are just swept away.
But
Goans,
is it
today,
possible?
you will agree with me, I don't want to use that word, it's a dying race. What is our identity today? Where are we today?
But Luizinho, is it possible to get it now? Are you hopeful?
Two
Are
things.
you optimistic?
Yeah, that's what I was
Legally.
saying. Legally it's possible. Today I am very clear, is what I have seen all over the country, it is not economically and financially feasible and viable to have 2 airports at the cost of the
GCA has challenged SAG's jurisdiction. SAG cannot derecognize GCA. Moreover, Goa government has not accepted Pense Commission report. Its cabinet decision is only recommendatory. GCA President Balu Phadke and legal advisor had put forth these arguments before SAG Executive Director Sandeep Jacques on Thursday. GCA has sought a copy of SAG's constitution and other documents to verify whether the government body has any legal authority to derecognize the GCA.
Parrikar cabinet has just recommended the government on acceptance of the Prudent Commission, but there is no formal order issued to that effect. GCA is firm on its stand that SAG has no right to de-recognize it. GCA President Baru Phadke and legal advisor placed their arguments before Executive Director of SAG, Sandeep Jackies, on Thursday. GCA will scan through the Constitution and other relevant documents of SAG to verify whether there are any provisions on the authority with the SAG to de-recognize the GCA.
We have challenged the show cause notice basically because the recommendation has not been notified. Means acceptance of the cabinet decision has not been notified. That is what we have challenged.
Prudent Commission has indicted GCA President Baru Phadke in 2001 ticket gate scam. SAG had sent a notice to the GCA on the basis of this report. GCA had also replied to this notice. Further, SAG asked GCA President for a hearing in person on this issue. SAG Executive Director Sandeep Jackies said SAG will study GCA's arguments and take necessary steps. Next hearing is scheduled for 24th October.
They have also sought a couple of documents from SAG, which I have agreed to give them by tomorrow, because there are a couple of issues on either side which we need to clarify, after which we will take an appropriate decision.
Meanwhile, District Registrar for North Goa has appointed a two-member committee to investigate alleged financial and administrative irregularities in the GCA. Committee has to submit its report on or before 14 November. President Baru Phadke refuted charges of financial or administrative irregularities in the GCA.
I don't think there are any irregularities in GCA. I don't know how they approved that committee, because one of the committee member himself is a part of one club and who has attended our general body.
Sports editor Neeraj Prabhu with video journalist Omkar Ferrari for Prudent.
E-auction monitoring committee headed by Dr. UV Singh is in Goa for expediting the process of e-auctioning of remaining extracted ore. Committee will meet Mines Director and Secretary on Friday. It will also prepare a compliance report on the Supreme Court judgment. Meanwhile, miner Harish Melwani has termed the draft mining policy as funeral of mining industry. Environmentalists say policy is confusing. ITAC leaders slam ministers and MLAs for camping in Maharashtra, while resumption of mining is still out of sight.
Member of E-auction monitoring committee Dr. UV Singh is in Goa along with other members. Committee held its meeting on Wednesday to expedite e-auction of remaining extracted ore. Next meeting will be held on Friday. Committee will prepare a report on e-auction, mining policy and action under Section 37 and Section 38 of MCR rules. Committee will meet Director of Mines and Mines Secretary on Friday. Meanwhile, in Prudent's weekly program, The Debate, miner Harish Melwani said that the mining policy was the last nail in the coffin of mining industry. Environmentalists term it as confusing. ITAC leader Suhas Naik slammed minister and MLAs for campaigning in Maharashtra instead of focusing on mining resumption.
पॉलिसी वास्तगीर सगळेजाण उमळशिकेन राविल्ले की पॉलिसी येता एक डायरेक्शन कळटले म्हणून. वास्तगीर तुमचं आता एनालिसिस किती आहा?
आणि हांगा एक मर्याद वता, हे इंडस्ट्रीच्या मर्याद. दॅट्स
इतली हार्श शब्दां भितर तुम्ही सांगता?
ना, हार्श शब्द न्ही, फॅक्ट हांव उलयता. दिस इज द फॅक्ट. इट इज द फ्युनरल ऑफ दिस इंडस्ट्री.
ते कडेन ती पॉलिसी जी आसा ती सारकी स्पष्ट ना. ह्या हेतूंतल्यान मागीर म्हाका दिसना की हे जे विशय आसा किंवा जो खाण व्यवसाय आसा तो खाण व्यवसाय फुडें वयतलो किंवा तो मागीर तो कशा पद्दतीन पर्यावरणाचो समतोल राखून हो व्यवसाय चलतलो हे कळपाक.
तुम्ही म्हणटा हातूंत भितर कांयच अस्पश्ट आसा.
सिरियसनेस गव्हर्नमेंट आसा काय ना हे 2-3 गजाली वयल्यान कळटा. पयलें म्हटल्यार आयज खंयचेच मंत्री आमदार हांगा गोंयांत ना, सगळे महाराष्ट्रांत गेल्या. गोंयचे लोक हांगा त्रासान पडल्या, गोंयचे लोक अन्नाक पादिशेर जाल्या, धंदो काबार जाला, रेव्हेन्यू लॉस जाला, सगळो इंडस्ट्री काबार जाल्या, पर्यावरणाचे कांय प्रॉब्लेम आसा. सगळे घेवन ही पॉलिसी येवपाक जाय आसली, पूण हांगा कोणूच ना. कोण पेंड आसा, कोण खेडाक आसा, कोण विदर्भाक आसा आनी कोण खंय आसा. सिरियसनेस खंय आसा?
With bureau input, senior reporter Lokik Shilkar for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.